Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this part of the video, I'll be showing you a step-by-step on how to register your school. Yes, a step-by-step on how to register your school with CAC. So before we jump straight into the video, I'm not gonna make this video very long. So there are four major steps that involve when it comes to registering your school. So the four major steps that involve when you want to register your school with CAC are account creation, name search, name reservation, and actual registration. So if you want to register your school with CAC, you have to create an account. So in this part of the video, I will not be creating an account. I already have a video on how to create an account, which I will be leaving the link in the description box below. So make sure you click on it and watch it. And also, I will not be doing a name search in this part of the video in order not to make the video too long. So I'll be also be leaving a link down in the description box below on how to do a professional name search in order not to get your name rejected. And also, I will not also be doing a name reservation as I've done that in another part of the video. So make sure you check the description box below, check the video, watch, and make sure you give it a thumbs up. So but the what we are going to be doing in the actual part of this video is the actual registration. So this is the actual registration you are going to be doing after your name has been reserved. So when you create an account, you just create an account with your details, your NIN, your phone number, your normal details, your regular details you normally use to fill in information online. Then you do the name search, then name reservation, then actual registration. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So if you're finding value in this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you give it a like, and if you have any question regarding it, you can leave it in the comment section below. Let's jump straight into the process. Okay guys, so here I'm gonna log into my own personal account which I'll be using for the school registration. So I'm gonna click on login. So I will be logging in with my details. So you can only log in after you've created an account with CAC. So I'm gonna log in right now. So let me log in with my phone number. So you can log in using your username, email, or phone number. So if you are an accredited agent, so if you are using an accredited agent portal, so you can also log in using the accreditation number. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so I have successfully logged into my account. So like I said, I've already done the name reservation for this. So what I want to do is to click on reserved. So once I click on reserved, so I will proceed to the actual name I want to register. So as you can see guys, so this is the name we are going to be registering, which is Al Ensan Model School Oshogbo Limited. So and one thing you should note that is that before you can start, before you can register your school with CAC, note that you cannot register a school under business name. So you can only register your school as a company. So you have to register your school as a company because now it can only be treated as a separate entity. So school is a separate entity, so it has to be registered as a company. You cannot register it as a business name. Before you can register it as a business, you can register it as a business name, but CAC has changed that, so you have to register it as a company. So you have to reserve the name as a company, then you proceed to the actual registration. So what I want to do now is to click on start registration. So once I click on start registration, so it's gonna load up the information I am going to be filling here. So here is the principal activities of the business. Okay, so as you can see here guys, so the registration involve for 11 major steps. So which is number one step involve the entity details, the objective of memorandum, article of association, directors information, the secretary, statement of issue shares, statement of issue shares capital, person with significant control, statement of compliance, document upload, then you preview, then you make payment. So that is the 11 major steps that involve in company or school registration. So what I want to do now is to choose my principal business activity. So as all know, this is going to be the major principal activities for this registration is school. So I'm gonna choose school. So let me select that. Okay, education. So I'm gonna choose this. So choose type of education, apprenticeship and training. So you can choose education, educational service and consultancy. So guidance and counseling. So we have so many things that falls under education. So as you can see, so here I will be choosing operate Islamic school, operate nursing and primary school, operate primary and secondary school. So you just have to choose the one that resonates with your school. You have to choose the one that resonates with your school. So here I am going to be choosing education because education covers it up. So as you can see, so the what you want to input under the principal activities of your business is going to be what is the major principal education activities of education. Okay, so as you can see, the principal activities of the school is teaching and learning by providing educational instruction to students through various methods, such as lectures, discussion, and hands-on activities. So the next thing I want to do is to input the school email address or the director's address. So and the phone number, the registered address. So here we have two major address. We have the registered address and we have the head office address. So if the head office address is different from the register address, so you have to include it here. But if it doesn't, if it's not different, you just have to simply input the register address, so that will serve as the major address. So let me quickly fill out those information in order not to make the video too long for you. So I'm gonna fill that in right now. Okay, so all the information has been filled. So make sure all these fields that are in red asterisk. So make sure they are all filled. All this email, phone number. So state. Make sure they are all filled. So the next thing you want to click on is to click on save and continue. So I'm gonna click on save and continue. So the next thing you want to do is to input the objective of the school. So what the school, what it's going to be doing, what it does, and what it covers. So what are the objectives? That which is the memorandum of association. So that's what the objectives mean. So yeah, I'm gonna input the objectives. So what I want to do now is to pause the video, then I will input the objectives. So once I'm done inputting the objectives, then we are going to proceed to the next part of the video, which is the article of association. Okay guys, so I am done inputting the objectives. So as you can see, these are the objectives. So what I want to do is to click on save and continue. Okay, so once it says save and continue, so the next thing I want to fill is the witness information. So anybody can be your witness, so as long as the person is not part of the director or the shareholder. So I have to input the witness information, so I'm gonna input that as well. So I will input this witness service address, and also so then we are going to be adopting our default article. Okay, so let me quickly fill up this information, then we can proceed with the next part of the video. Okay, so I've filled in the information of the witness. So the next I want to click on to add witness. So once I click on add witness, so once I click on add witness, so as you can see, so the information of the witness has been added. So the next thing I want to click on is to adopt our default article. So if you know you are very good in writing an article of association, you can click on add article, then you write it. But what I will advise you is just simply to go with adopt default article. So you click on adopt default article, so then you scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down. So the next thing you want to do is to save and continue. So what you want to do next in to add the director's information. So if you are using a personal account, it's going to show you like you are going to be become a director automatically. Your information, the information you need to create the account, will appear here. So you are going to become the director automatically. But yes, since there is no information, we are going to be adding a director. So, and you can add more than one director if you like. So if you have more than one director of the school, so you can simply add it up. So I will click on add director. So once I click on add director, you can see here. So all these places that are in red asterisk, so you have to feed the information. They are compulsory. So I will feed the details right now. Then we can proceed to the next part of the video. Okay, so the information have been successfully filled. So I've filled everything. So also you can make use of the service address as the director residential address if it is the same. So in this case, it is the same. So that's why I toggled use service address as residential address. So after you done, you're going to choose the main of ID if it is international passport. So here I'm going to choose the means of ID. So birth certificate, driver's license, international passport, national ID, and permanent voter's card. So all card that is government approved. So you can easily choose it. So here you can also choose make director a shareholder. So if you want to make the director a shareholder as well. So I'm gonna click on add director. If you are finding value in this video, make sure you give it a like button and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any question, make sure you leave it in the comment section below, or you can drop me a message on WhatsApp. So in this case, if you have another director you want to add, so you can still add it here. You simply click on add another director, but in this case I'm using just only one director. So the next thing I want to click on save and continue. So I'm going to click on save and continue. Then we proceed to the next stage of the registration. Okay, so yeah, is where we are going to be adding our secretary. So if you have a secretary, so if you have an individual secretary, so you can easily add an individual secretary rather, sorry, you can add the secretary up here. So and if you have a corporate secretary, so you can easily add it up as well. So I won't be explaining that in this part of the video. I'll be doing that in another part of the video. So but if you don't have any secretary, or you don't intend to add any secretary, what you have to do is just to click here. So you click skip. So once you click skip, then you click on this close. So once you click on this close, so the next thing you want to add is to add the shares order. So here I'm going to be inputting the number of shares we are registering. So in this case, we are registering 1 million shares for this school. So we'll be selecting the type of company. So here in this case, I'll be choosing an entity with share below 1 million, so where I'm gonna be entering the the total company EU share capital. So and here I'll be doing the breakdown of the total company EU share capital. So here I'll be entering 1 million shares. So we are registering 1 million shares for this company, for this school rather. So then class of shares. So we are doing equity ordinary share for the school. So we are not doing a preference share. So most of the time you are going to be doing equity ordinary share for most of the registration of company. So here we are, the number of issued capital we are doing is 1 million as well. So we are going to be dividing it also by 1 million. So which means the nominal value of each share's capital is going to be 1 naira per share. So if you want the issue share capital to be divided into, let me say, 10,000, so that means the nominal value of each shares is going to be 100 naira per one. So but in this case we want to make each nominal value of the shares to be 1 naira. So we are going to be turning this into 1 million. So we are going to click on add share details. So once you click on add share details, so you are going to see the share details here, as you can see. So here the next thing is to add your shares order. So if you want to add the shares order, so the shares order are those people that have a keen interest in the company. So they have a keen interest in the company. So they are also going to be taking profits if they are going to contribute a certain amount in running the company. So if the company is making profit, they are going to be getting a certain amount of dividend based on the number of shares they own in such a company. Also, since we are doing this for the school, so we are going to be allocating the total number of shares to just a single share holder. So in this case, since we made the director the shares holder, so we are going to be editing it as well. So we click on edit, then we allocate all the shares to this individual. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you are finding value in it. So in this case, I'm gonna be selecting the number of shares we are allotting to this single individual. We are allotting the whole shares to the person, which is the 1 million shares, so which is the 100% shares. So if you are allotting the shares maybe among 2 3 4 5 shares order, so you are going to base it on percentage. So one shareholder might take maybe 50%, the other person might take 50%. So if there are three, one might take 50%, the other person might take maybe like 30%, then the third shareholder might take like 20%. So I hope you get the calculation. So you have to base the total number of shares based on percentage, and each percentage will be allocated to the shares holder. So let me input the total number of shares. Yes, then I'll click on share order, then we can proceed. So I've inputted the number of shares. So the next time I want to click on to add shares order. So once I click on shares order, as you can see, the total allotted shares is 1 million and the aggregate nominal value is 1 million. So I will click on save and continue. So once I click on save and continue, we are going to be moving to the next part, which is the person with significant control. So as you can see, any person that owns up to 5% shares will automatically become the PLC, which is the person with significant control in the company. So in this case, I'm gonna click on edit. So I'll be since this person owns 100% of the shares, so we are going to be making him and assigning some roles to him as the PLC. So let me click on edit. So I'm gonna click on this. So here you have to answer some questions. So does the PSC have any affiliation? So if yes, maybe if they have any affiliation, maybe you click on yes, then you enter the entity details. If they have any affiliation with any kind of maybe an entity, so this person doesn't have. So the details of political expo, if the person if is a politician or hold any political position, so we can easily toggle it, then you enter the reason for PPP status, type of political exposed person. So you can simply talk that, but this person is not holding any political, is not a political exposed individual. So the next thing we want to click on, does the PSC directly hold at least 5% of the shares or interest in the company? So yes. So does the PSC indirectly hold at least 5% of shares holder in the company? Yes. So you just simply click on yes here. So I'm gonna close this. So then, does the PSC directly hold at least 5% of the voting rights in the company? So yes. Then does the PSC directly hold at least 5% voting rights in the company liability? So you click on yes as well. So what you have to do, yes, just to click on yes, yes, yes. So just ignore this part for now. So you click on yes. So everything just select yes. So once you choose or yes, then you click on add PSC. Okay, so our PSC has been successfully added. So the next thing we want to click on is to click on save and continue. So once I click on save and continue, the next thing I want to enter is the statement of compliance. So in this case, so I'll be entering the director's details. So here I'll be entering the director details. So if you are an accredited agent, so you are going to input the accredited agent number here. So but here I'll be entering the director details. So let me quickly input the details so that we can proceed. Okay, so complete that. So the next thing I want to do is to click on save and continue. Okay, so the next thing is document upload. So under this document upload, so you are going to be uploading the document of the director, the document of the means of ID of the director, the means of ID of the shareholder, the means of ID of the witness as well. And also you are going to be entering the signature of the witness, the signature of the shareholder, the signature of the director as well. So also, if you are registering a school like we are doing here, you are going to be uploading a proficiency certificate. So a certificate that shows that you are a profession. Now, a certificate that shows that you are a professional in running an academic institute. So in this case, I will upload all the necessary documents. Then we can proceed to the next stage, which is the actual preview. Then payment section. So let me quickly upload all these documents. So in order for you to upload the means of identification, so you have to match the identification of the director, the shareholder, and the witness. So you have to match all these documents in a place. So if you don't know how to match it, so you can easily go to ilovepdf.com, or I will do a video and leave the link in the description box below to show you how to merge a document. Let's proceed to the next part of the video. So let me quickly upload the document, then we can proceed. Okay, so I've uploaded all the required documents. So I've also uploaded the proficiency certificate, as you can see. So you also have to convert the proficiency certificate into PDF. Then you upload here under other smiths. So the next thing I want to click on to save and continue. So once I click on save and continue, the next thing I want to choose do is to uh cross check all the details. So check the details, all the information you enter, they all accurate. So you have to check. So once you check, you have to go through it one after the other. So as you can see, so you have to preview to check the correctness of all the details you entered. Okay, so you have to check everything. So once you are done, the next you want to click on is to proceed to payment. So once you click on proceed to payment, the next thing you have to do is to pay your money. So you are going to be paying CAC first. So after you make the first part of the payment, the next thing is going to direct you back to your dashboard, where it's going to say pay. Click here to pay stamp duty. So you're also going to pay for the stamp duty. So once you pay for the stamp duty, so then it's going to take you back to your dashboard, where the name is going to be under the not submitted section. So you click on the not submitted section, then make sure you screenshot the RRR code in the case you want to make payment for the for both the actual CC payment and the stamp duty payment. So, and also they are going to send you, once you make payment for it, they are going to send you an email where you can get access to your RRR. So it's going to be sent to your private account, to your Gmail account. You input while registering. So then you copy the RRR, then you use it to validate the payment. So okay, let me quickly show you how to do that. Okay, so after you make the payment, so what you want to do is to enter your RRR code, so to validate your payment. So once you enter it, you're going to click on check status. So once you click on check status, it's going to validate payment and say successful. Then after that, you're going to move to the pending section, where it's going to be awaiting CEC approval. So that's all about this video on how to register your school. So if you find any value in this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. So thank you and see you in the next part of the video.